Whispers of France, a journey through light and memory. The moment my train glided into Paris, I felt as though I'd crossed not just borders, but centuries. The city unfolded like an impressionist painting. Hazy light on the Seine, gold spilling over the rooftops, and the distant shimmer of the Eiffel Tower rising like a silver exclamation point against the morning mist. Paris was everything I had imagined and more. Chaotic, elegant, alive. I began my journey on Pont Alexandre II, where the gilded statues seemed to wink in the sunlight. The air was cool, tinged with the scent of roasted chestnuts and espresso drifting from a nearby cafe. I wandered through Montmartre, where painters dabbed at canvases in the shadow of Sacré-Cœur, and lovers whispered on the steps as the city stretched beneath them like a living mosaic. Inside the Louvre, I lost all sense of time. The hush of history pressed close as I stood before the winged Victory of Samothrace, her marble wings outstretched, forever mid-flight. Somewhere nearby, the quiet smile of the Mona Lisa drew a small crowd, but I lingered longer at the forgotten corners, where dust danced in beams of light and ancient sculptures seemed to breathe. From Paris, I followed the pull of the ocean north to Mont Saint-Michel, rising like a dream from the tidal flats of Normandy. The abbey spires pierced the mist, and as I climbed its winding, cobbled streets, bells tolled through the fog. At high tide, the water surrounded the island completely, a silver mirror reflecting heaven and earth. I watched the sea reclaim the sands, feeling small, awed, and entirely human. The next chapter of my pilgrimage led me south, to the French Riviera, where sunlight seemed to melt into the Mediterranean. In Nice, I tasted salt on my lips and gelato on my tongue. The Promenade des Anglais shimmered in blues and whites, while old men played pétanque under olive trees. In Cannes, I watched yachts glitter against the horizon, and in Aix, I climbed through stone alleys perfumed by wild jasmine to gaze upon a sea so endless it seemed to breathe. But it was the Loire Valley that captured my heart. Driving through rolling hills and sunflower fields, I came upon the chateau, each one a fairy tale whispered into stone. Chambord, with its spiraling turrets and moats alive with dragonflies. Chenonceau, stretching gracefully across the river like a bridge between worlds. In Amboise, I wandered through Leonardo da Vinci's final home, his sketches still clinging to the walls like ghostly dreams. At every stop, France revealed another soul. In a small village market, I shared laughter and cheese with a farmer who spoke no English but had eyes full of kindness. In Provence, lavender fields rolled beneath a sky of impossible blue, and I realized that beauty here was not meant to impress. It was simply a way of life. By the time I returned to Paris, the city had changed, or perhaps I had. On my last night, I climbed the Eiffel Tower, its iron lattice glowing gold against the velvet dusk. The wind was warm, carrying the sound of an accordion and the smell of rain about to fall. Below, the Seine curled through the heart of the city like a ribbon of memory. I thought of all I had seen, the tides of Mont Saint-Michel, the light of the Riviera, the whispers of the chateau, and understood that France was more than a place. It was a feeling, the art of living, the poetry of everyday life, and the quiet certainty that beauty is found not in destinations, but in the moments that move us. As the city lights flickered on, one by one, I closed my eyes and breathed it in, the soft hum of the world's most beautiful dream.